Nope, this is not AI, as something that should not be there is forcibly coming out of people's bodies, and if you feel something is moving, it's too late. People were terrified after videos out of East Africa showed water being relentlessly pushed out of a man's body with no end. A stream that keeps going long past what any human body should be able to hold, with many across the region warning he is no longer in control of his own body. Eerie reports show the water coming out in a single unbroken stream lasting minutes at a time, producing what many are estimating are several liters, with doctors saying no known condition should allow this, and many are now pointing to the fact that in disturbing documented spiritual rituals across the region, the first sign that something has entered a person is the body forcing liquid out exactly like this. But it gets much worse as experts report that when a jinn leaves one body, it enters another, and that is exactly what's happening across the region, with more and more people describing something dark moving through them that was not there before, and it might be moving closer to us. But then people started looking closer and there was no jinn. The water was being pushed up from his stomach through a reflex, and the unsettling part is your body can do.
If you applied for a corporate job and didn't get a call back or got rejected, well, this lawsuit that just happened might explain why. So there is something called Eightfold AI, where companies like Microsoft and other giant companies use it to score your application. So you put an application and it runs it through a little machine, it processes it, and it just scores your application. Apparently it does more, okay? It actually was found to be tracking all the data it can find on you, through your social medias, through your web searches, through your location history, all of it. It just collected everything, it combined it all, and it gave you a score 1 through 5. And if you were on the lower end, you just didn't get a call back or got rejected. We are coming into an era where we are now having a social credit score for applications. This is wild. And you know what? The first thing I thought of is that show called Black Mirror, right? It's starting to sound like Black Mirror really wasn't too far.
See, y'all gotta realize that everybody in the industry knew about the Diddy parties. You got to realize when you reach this level of status and when you sell out to the industry, these parties, these all-white Mike Rubin parties, these Diddy parties, these are required. That's where the rituals are being hosted at. You have to go to these parties. It's mandatory. If you don't do your rituals, you get punished in the industry. This is a mandatory thing. This is when I mean rituals on a daily basis. These people have to perform rituals on the daily basis. There's no outs. Once you done gave, you gotta realize that everybody that works in these studios, they all family. The kids are being hired by the parents, by the executives, because that's their uncles and cousins and granddads. You gotta realize that this is a club, and if you're not rocking with this Satanism and this type of practice that they walking around, putting spells and putting witchcraft in the air and doing all these rituals. If you're not down with this, then you're not going to be part of this club. This club is for the people that is willing to serve Satan. This is what the club is.
It's awesome. And he's just, man, his brain just absorbs esoteric information.
Yes.
He remembers names of ancient grimoires that are hard to pronounce. His knowledge of occult history is amazing. He's just a brilliant dude.
Oh. Dude, his knowledge of Charizards from another realm is something we can't fathom. One thing I love about Kurt is I love his voice. He has a great voice.
Oh yeah.
It's fun to listen to. It's this kind of futuristic, but ancient sort of hodgepodge of soundery,
Oh, and he's connected to some of the most interesting people. The guests he's been getting. We've had somebody who was on, who claims to be in a secret.
So a reel popped up for me, and it was this chocolate brown car. And I was like, oh, because Ryland's been thinking about getting his G-Wagon wrapped. So I sent him this reel and I said, G-Wagon this color, eyeball emoji. Before he even replied, 2 seconds later, I go back to my Reels page, I swipe down 2, and then there is a reel of a chocolate brown G-Wagon. I hadn't even, processed. I texted Ryland that. He hadn't even seen my text yet. So he texts me, I text him back, oh my God, right after I texted you, I got this. Which is crazy. Listen, I knew they were listening to us. We all knew that. Even though that's crazy and we've been so desensitized that we're okay with it, it's crazy. I didn't know that it was reading your text and also looking at the links that you're sending and computing that all so quickly that it's able to somehow put a chocolate brown G-Wagon on my feed 2 seconds later. So then, of course, I text him and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I go back to my Instagram. Now my entire feed is G-Wagons. Every single reel. It's a new G-Wagon. It's a different color of a G-Wagon. It's a personalize your own color G-Wagon. All the captions are things like, sometimes all you need is a G. I was about to fall asleep. I was on Instagram and I saw this reel and it gave me full body chills because I have had this experience so much. I've talked about this in videos for years, but lately, I would say in the last like 6 months, it's gotten crazy. I will be thinking of something. I won't tell anyone. For example, Ryland's birthday, trying to come up with, fun ideas for gifts. And I would think of something and I wouldn't tell anyone. I wouldn't Google it. I wouldn't look it up. I would just be like, oh yeah, I need to go to the mall and grab that. Literally the next day, I open my phone, boom, there's an ad for it.
I completely understand that your phone is always listening to you, and that's why you get tailored ads about things that you've been talking about. But why do I get ads about things I've been thinking about? Just a little thought in here, bam, Instagram ad.
Just me and my fucking brain cells. That's the only one who knows that information. It pops up on my iPhone. Are you joking?
Things like that have been happening a lot lately. And I know I've seen some theories about, phones reading your mind and like different companies patenting different things.
Technology being developed by the likes of Meta and OpenAI can change, enhance, and...
An explosive diarrhea parasite is spreading across the United States. Here's everything you need to know. Cyclosporiasis is an infection caused by a microscopic parasite. The main symptom? Frequent, watery, and explosive diarrhea that can last over a month. The outbreak spans more than a dozen states, from New York to Texas. But the largest cluster is in Michigan, where nearly 1,000 people have been diagnosed in a 2-week period. People can become infected by consuming food or water that contains the parasite. And currently, we don't know the source of the outbreak. Previous outbreaks have been linked to foods like salad mixes, fresh cilantro, raspberries, and green onions. Experts recommend thoroughly washing greens, cooking produce when possible, and removing outer layers of lettuce and green onions. No deaths from the recent infections have been reported in the...
That man came out with a 12-gauge pump. I swear to God, my mama. I swear to God, mama. He came out with a 12-gauge pump. He pulled it out. I was like, man, I ain't know it was fake. I ain't know it was fake. He's like, I ain't even say it was fake yet. That's how I know you gave me. Give me my money back. Give me my money back. But I ain't want to give him the money back. I swear to God, mama. So I'm itching towards the door because I needed another hit. So I was about to die today if I had to die because I needed to spend his 20. I didn't went this far. So I'm coming out the door. He had the shotgun because I already ganked him. He knew I ganked him when I first gave him the dope. When I first gave him the dope, he already knew he was ganked, but he walked me straight to his gun because he didn't have his gun on him. But I was so tripping. I swear to God, I was tripping. I walked with him to the gun. I swear to God, mama. So when we got in the house, I swear to God, mama, I'm like, cool, I'm getting the rest of the gang together. I'm like, man, I'm finna get good. I got 70, I got 15 in my pocket. Now I got 85. I can go get me a bopper. I swear to God, mama, because back then, they had things called a bopper. You get 10 stones for 100, but you can make 200. So I had 85. I knew I can go short 15, so I'm good. But it came out with a pump. I was like, mama, the only reason I ain't dead, y'all young niggas, y'all gotta watch this because he cocked that bitch. If that bitch didn't have no cock, I was dead. By the time he cocked that bitch, I'm out the door. I lost the shoe though. I swear to God, mama. I swear to God, I ran, I jumped, it was some dogs barking. I swear to God, mama. This is on my life. I can't make this up. I ran, jumped the thing and ran and got in the dog house. I swear to God, mama, with the dog. I swear to God, my mama. Stop playing with me. I swear to God, my mama. It was cool. I still got fried.
My name is Ray Bowyer and I fly a civilian airliner as captain. I've been invited here due to my sighting last April of multiple as yet unidentified objects over the Channel Islands region of the English Channel.
Thanks for joining us. Pilots and aircraft passengers have confirmed sightings of a large unidentified flying object off the coast of Guernsey. The mysterious shapes were spotted earlier in the week and are described as a long, motionless object that measured up to a mile wide.
544, zone, last message. Traffic, not really say how far, but my 12 o'clock level. Roger, I've got a very bright object, well, it wouldn't say how far, extremely bright, yellow-orange object, straight ahead, very flat platform. We're looking at it through binoculars as we speak.
544, Roger, I do have a primary contact now, very faint primary contact, just to the left, probably your 11 o'clock this time, in a range of about 4 trap miles.
Roger. I've got a definite contact, my 12 o'clock. Very bright yellow object looking, well, like a cigar.
Jersey Bladder 832. The zone asked us to look if we could see an object which is being seen by A-Line at the moment. We've got something about 8 o'clock resembling the description.
Roger, and 832, Roger. What range would you estimate that target?
Around about the similar range to Alderney from us now.
Well, looking through binoculars as I am now, there's a second one just appeared behind the first one from where I am. Roger, 544, just confirming that all the passengers can see this aircraft. I've got the island visual. It's dead ahead. Can't say how far, probably 5 miles, but it's staying the same size. Looks to be off the north-northwest coast of Alderney.
A-Line 544, Roger. Would you like to descend?
Please, I better go down, I think.
A-Line 544, Roger. Descend to altitude 2,000 feet. The QNH is 1021.
2,000 feet, 1021. It's very plain to see from where I am now, without any binoculars.
Were you scared?
I wasn't too happy, put it that way. I was quite glad to get on the ground and have a cup of tea.
We flew to Guernsey, an island off the northwest coast of France, to get some first-hand testimony where the sighting took place. Here, we met with Captain Ray Bowyer and 2 of his passengers.
We're travelling back from Southampton to Alderney in the Trilender. I had noticed Ray looking out through the windscreen with his binoculars, which is quite unusual.
I saw Ray turn around and talk to someone behind him while we were flying. Now, it wasn't worrying from the standpoint of flying, but it was unusual. And he was gesturing to something down below.
On nearing the object, a second identical shape appeared beyond the first. Both objects were of a flattened disc shape with a dark area to the right. They were brilliant yellow with light emanating from within, and I estimated them to be up to possibly a mile across.
I pointed it out to John. He had to lean across me to be able to see it.
It was like that.
This was a big object in the sky, very, very big object. And I didn't want to be too close to it. So it was at that time anyway where we had to descend to land. And with both objects still visible and a lot of the passengers in the back of the aircraft, we descended through the 2,000-foot haze layer and lost sight of it.
So Ray, why didn't you bring this to the attention of your passengers? I mean, normally when a pilot sees something of interest, he says, if you look out to your left, you'll see...
Yeah, New York.
Right, you know what I mean?
It was a little bit far away from you. Well, it was, I didn't want to alarm anybody at that point. There again, as we got closer to these objects, there was no hiding it. They were just there.
The College of Physicians in Quebec was suggesting we should be euthanizing 0 to 1.
So the idea is that you should be able to kill kids.
Correct. They say as long as the child can make the decision. And
what about the parents?
Well, so you lose parent consent in certain provinces to have access to child's healthcare records and make decisions at the age of 12.
At 12?
Yes, sir.
Why doesn't someone overthrow your government?
I'm waiting. I'm praying. I've been begging.
I'm serious. Benjamin Netanyahu. What do you think his wife thinks of him? We don't have to guess. She's really obvious about it. She's yelled at him on camera 2 nights ago. Benjamin Netanyahu, this all-powerful evil man who is running the world. Really? He can't even get his wife to treat him with respect in public. And by the way, my wife, who has never yelled at me in public or private a single time in 35 years of marriage as of next month, her opinion is way more important to me than anything else in my life. If my wife was publicly disrespectful to me, yelled at me in public, I mean, I'd rather have a disease than that, right? So like, he's being punished. He's not the all-powerful string puller you think he is. He's just some douchebag like the rest.
Mandela just dropped, and you gotta see this to believe it. Do you guys remember seeing Willy Wonka in the Moon Pie Factory? Me either, because it didn't exist.
I think I know what this is.
But apparently in this new timeline we're in, Charlie and his family here sit around and get all excited because he's about to open a moon pie. You can't win a ticket in a moon pie. This doesn't even make sense. Not to mention, I don't know anybody that gets excited to open a moon pie. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below, because this one has me in a metaphysical headlock. Truth grows matter. New Mandela just dropped, guys. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. It definitely used to say A, right? I mean, the doesn't even make sense. I know it's not a huge difference, but things are changing, guys. Keep your eyes peeled. Truth Bros Matt.
Wait. What?
are they trying to tell us with this Kai Cenat intro? Look, he's falling. It's over. Look, now he's going back in the sky. Something is going on here, guys, and I think we all know. They're showing us what happened to Kai Cenat. Out of all intros, now look to the right. Doesn't that look like LeBron cutting his hair? Something is going on with this intro, guys, and they are telling us something. Right here, too. Kai Cenat screamed at his mom. Why? Since when does he do that? Cuff him, the streamer. He even said it. That's not Kai. Because Kai never spoke to his mom like that before. And his friends that were close to him would know that. Ever since he started holding this journal, something has been up with Kai Cenat, and everybody is saying he has been replaced. This is the Kai Cenat I remember. Full of life, full of love, more happier. This new Kai Cenat is always screaming, always upset, saying mean things to his friends. I know you've seen the videos. Yup, this is the Kai Cenat I knew. Getting to it, getting to that money. Streaming, doing what he loves. Not a clothing brand. But now, he's recruiting new people. If you know, you know. And I don't know anything. But Kai Cenat knows. His mom knows that it's not him. Allegedly. But it's nothing that she could do about it. People are saying this is the rise and fall of Kai Cenat, and he will never be the same ever again. But of course, guys, entertainment purposes only. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's just my opinion. If you ask me, Kai Cenat is doing just fine. Let me know what you think about this. Did they get him, or is he still the same Kai Cenat? Can somebody explain to me what is going on in Barcelona, Spain? People are saying that there's two giants walking the streets. Now, I'm not sure if those are giants or not, but people are saying that these things are real. I don't know what to think. I don't know where they came from. Something is up, guys. Let me know if you know about this. I'm not sure if these are real giants or not. I want to say that they're giant puppets or something, but ain't nothing puppets about this. Now, they're casually walking through the streets of Spain, right? People are saying that these are undercover giants, and I don't believe that because that's impossible. Nobody seems worried here. Nobody's questioning this. Something's going on here, guys. Maybe it's just a show. Maybe this is not even real, right? Something's definitely going on in Barcelona, Spain. That's all I know. Maybe these people in the brown are controlling it or pretending to control it. Shut up! Something is up. Or maybe I'm just bugging and I'm seeing things differently. I just playing about, guys, entertainment purposes only. There's no way there could be giants walking the streets of Spain or walking the streets anywhere. You know why? Because giants don't exist. Who knows? I don't know. Let me know.
Hey, do you think the Illuminati's real?
Why didn't Lamar Odom answer the question, right? Why didn't he say anything, right? Why did he brush him off and act like he didn't hear what he said, right? You know why. You know why. Stop playing with me, son. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know what the hell is going on over there, but you shouldn't be asking questions like that because it really doesn't matter. Shh, shut up! Lamar Odom is down with HW. He's under. He can't say anything. The other guy should have never asked him that. He knew he wasn't going to get an answer. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game. I got you. Know what time is it. Shh, shut up! But I tell you one thing. If anybody ever asks me a question like that, I'm going to say, what does that have to do with you and your life, bro? Worry about yourself.
So once again, the question needs to be asked. What is going on with the wild and crazy weather worldwide? And why do I say that? Because Guangxi, China was hit with a typhoon, devastating the region with massive flooding, and close to 900 venomous snakes, including cobras, escaped from a breeding farm. You heard what I said, 900 venomous snakes escaped. Have a look at this wild and crazy video for yourself. Have a look at it for yourself. Look. This is crazy. Can you imagine? I couldn't. Nah, not at all. Look how fast those are. I'm sorry. And he's in the water, not me. Look at that. Can you imagine devastating flooding and you got to deal with this or this on the side of your home? Just unbelievable. So once again, the question needs to be asked. What is going on with our wild, crazy, and devastating weather all across the globe? And if you recall, China earlier in the week had a gigantic tornado touch down. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear from you. Is tipping once again a thing of the past? And why do I say that? Because all over social media, servers are upset with the fact that individuals are going out in large groups, raking up gigantic bills, and leaving little to no tips. Have a listen to this video for yourself. Listen.
Thank you to the two fucking bitches who gave me fucking 0 tip on a $274 when I changed their fucking drink and I fucking gave you a fucking celebration dessert for her fucking birthday. I hope you fucking bitch got the fucking worst birthday ever.
And as you heard in the video, he's not that pleased with what he got as a tip. A $274.81 bill. They gave him 3 zeros with a line right through it. And as you can see, the frustration from him in that video, and probably rightfully so because he did a birthday celebration, he went all out from what he's saying, from what you heard in the video, and then to get a 0 tip on a $274 bill. I mean, it's just wrong. But then again, I was not in the restaurant. I don't know how he conducted himself. So if he did conduct himself in any way, shape, or form like he did in that video, then maybe he warranted that 0. So I guess my question to you is, what are your thoughts on people doing things like that? Running up bills over $200 and leaving 0 tip, when many of those servers rely on that money to make ends meet. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear from you. What in the world is going on with children's cartoons today? And why do I say that? Because a mother was watching Paw Patrol with her children when she noticed something in one of the scenes that did not seem appropriate at all. Have a look at this video for yourself.
If you think I'm being overly sensitive, but this scene in Paw Patrol made me super uncomfortable when I was watching with my daughter.
Uh-oh. Sorry, Auntie Mayor.
Okay, so that's like their butt prints and the wet concrete. This is the girl and this is the boys. Like, is that necessary for a kid's show?
I paused it so you can take a look at it for yourself to see what she's talking about. So then you can come to an agreement of your own, whether or not this is appropriate for a children's show. Have another look at it for yourself.
Sorry, Auntie Mayor.
Okay, so that's like their butt prints and the wet concrete. This is the girl and this is the boys.
So I guess my question to you is, do the creators of Paw Patrol have some explaining to do? And is this appropriate for children? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear.
We got a weird object, or better yet, a weird light, shooting across the sky over Florida. Or more accurately, it looks like it's taking off, going into space from Florida. Let me just show you the video. Here's the first part. You can see this light, and yeah, it's going up in the sky from Florida. Whatever it is, it looks like it took off from Earth and was heading up. Now look, I'm not saying it's a UFO, as in something from another planet. I'm not saying it's an orb, because it doesn't really act like an orb. But it's definitely something strange, although there might be an answer. Is it possible this is some kind of rocket launch? Nothing nefarious like a missile, More like Starlink or some other top secret NASA thing. Now, I don't know. I'm just speculating. But people saw this thing. They took pictures and videos of it. It happened in Florida or over Florida. And we're not getting any answers of what this thing was. So we're just gonna have to guess. And that's what I want from you, your opinion. Is that some kind of rocket launch like Starlink? That's what I'm thinking. Or is it one of the other 1,000 possibilities? Let me know your opinion down in the comment section. Shabadoo-booshkis, Shabadoo. Tom DeLonge is a member of the band Blink-182 and a UFO researcher. He has a theory, or he says it's something that he's been told, that the powers to be and NASA have been mining the moon, mining the moon for at least 30 years. Now, let me say something. This is not my opinion, it's his. I'm just telling you the story. Now, even though Tom DeLonge just said this, believe it or not, this theory's not new. People have been talking about weird things with the moon for years. I just made a video the other day about a red light that was seen flashing on the moon through high-powered telescopes here on Earth. But people looking at NASA's own images of the moon think that there are structures there. I'm not saying there are or there aren't. Remember, I'm just telling you this story. And that the moon is actually being mined. That's what some people say has been going on. In fact, Elon Musk and others have talked about the possibility of going up to the moon, putting some kind of permanent habitat up there, and doing what Tom DeLonge said, mining minerals from the moon and bringing them back to Earth. But I want to know what you think. Do you think this is possible? That something like this is already going on? Or do you think it's just a bunch of yapping? Let me know, either way, in the comment section. Shabadoo-booshkis, Shabadoo. Are glitches in the Matrix, things that people experience that can't possibly be happening, actually proof that we're living in a simulation? Now, please hear me out on this, because I'm not saying it's a fact. I'm just asking the question. So scientists all over the world are discussing if we are living in a simulation. Think of it as a giant video game, and we're characters, except we can control ourselves. Even though some other power made this video game. That's basically simulation theory. Which, by the way, isn't against religion. It almost proves religion, but that's another story. So I was thinking, if the glitches in the Matrix that some people have experienced kind of prove that simulation theory is a real thing. Let me give you an example. I've talked to people and seen videos where they have one item, they bought one thing one time. Like, as an example, this kind of thing that holds up my cell phone. Then when they go and look for that item, they find out they have two of them. Two. But they never had two. They only had one. That's an example of a glitch in the Matrix. Another example is, you drive by this same house every single day and it's green. It's a greenhouse and it's been that way for years. Then one day you drive by and it's not green. It's like blue. And people tell you it's always been blue. You 100% remember that house was green, and now everybody's telling you it's always been blue. That's another example of a glitch in the Matrix, where something changes that you know it couldn't have changed. But if we lived in a simulation, like I said before, some type of video game situation, it would be really possible that changes like that could happen quickly, because the person running the game could make it. I don't know, I'm just asking the question, and I'm going to say that question again. Do glitches in the Matrix help to prove that simulation theory is real? I want to know your opinion. Let me know one way or another in the comment section. Shabadoo-booshkis, Shabadoo.
Did you see that 38-year-old woman who pretended to be 12 years old to the point where a family literally believed it and was thinking of adopting her?
Yes, bro.
I'm surprised this family was even this gullible. You've seen the lady, right?
Yes, I've seen her. She does not look like a 12-year-old.
So this actually happened in 2025 in Brazil, and this girl one day entered a church, and she was basically telling this story saying that she was a 12-year-old girl who just escaped like an abusive family or something, and she ran away. This church and all the people that were there were feeling really bad for her, and bro, they even gave her like money and all this other stuff to like basically help her on her feet.
Damn.
She eventually kind of like connected with one of the families that was at the church, and they super got like attached to her, where they were like, okay, you know what, we'll move you in, we'll take care of you, we'll do this, whatever. And this family, unknowing, moves her in thinking that she's 12, and old girl's living there, and they are actually treating her like she is one of their own kids, buying her clothes, they're buying her gifts, they're feeding her, they're literally everything that all the other kids are getting, she's getting as well. And she would like suck on pacifiers and drink out of baby bottles and stuff. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
They go as far to even throw this girl a full birthday party.
Wow.
Eventually, the way she gets caught up is one of the extended family, like relatives, was like, yo,
this grown-ass woman.
Yeah, who the hell is this? And that family member eventually called the authorities. They take her in. They start to interrogate this lady. And when they're asking her a bunch of questions, she eventually just cracks and tells the truth. Like, yeah, okay, I'm 38. Police kept looking into this girl, and they seen that she tricked several other families in the past.
What the hell?
And I don't know if it was just throughout Brazil or in other countries.
So all these other people are stupid as hell too.
All these other people are gullible as hell, and we gotta sell them a bridge quick. I forgot to also mention, not only did she stay at their house, she stayed there for 14 months.